one game away from making the finals for the first time since 2014. And while the Heat have been led by Jimmy Butler this postseason, last night it was rookie Tyler Herro who put up 37 points off the bench for Miami. Jason Tatum scored all 28 of his points in the second half after a slow start, and after the game called his own play unacceptable. So, Shannon, did the Heat win it, or did the Celtics lose this one? And I know you had the Celtics.
I did have the Celtics, but Skip, the Heat won this one. The Celtics shot better from the field. They shot better from the three-point line. They out-rebounded the Celtics. I mean, the Celtics out-rebounded, did better than the Heat. The Celtics shot better from the field, 47%, better from the three-point line, and out-rebounded them. But also what they did is that they turned it over, 19-8. And 7 of those came in the fourth quarter when the game, they were ahead. And if I'm not mistaken, Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum come down on like 3-4 straight possessions and turned the ball over.
They did.
So what could have been extended upon, instead of a 1-point lead, go to maybe 3, 4, 5, all of a sudden, Miami takes the lead, takes control, and never looks back. That was the difference. In the first half, you have to give Miami credit. They the one that forced Jason Tatum to be over from the field. There was a reason why they were in the lead at the half, because for whatever reason, it's hard for me to see a scenario, Skip, that every NBA player hasn't faced a zone at some point in time in their career, because they were always the best. So the likelihood of them going up against a team full of other 5-star recruits that say, we're going to D up, Skip, you're going to see a zone, you're going to see a boxing 1, a boxing 2. So for now, that all of a sudden, it's like, what do we do? And coach is like, bruh, you got to get the ball to the middle. You got to step through, get the ball to the middle, and swing the ball to the other side. They just swinging the ball around the perimeter, jacking up threes. No, you're playing right into Miami's hands. So I want to give Miami credit. And this kid, Tyler Herro, coming off the bench, giving you 37, 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 9 of 10 from 2, and 4 from the free throw line, 17 points in the fourth quarter as a rookie?
As a rookie.
He did that.
He did that.
Get him credit. He made every single play. And for whatever reason, Skip, and I understand you're going to, but Kentucky is one thing. This is the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. And there have been very few men his age that has performed like he's performed.
Yep.
You got to go back to Magic. I'm not saying he's going to be Magic, but you got to go back to what Magic was doing at the same age.
I agree.
And this kid was special. Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum got it started. He kicked it off with 16 in the third, and I thought, I was like, wow. And then he got another 12 in the fourth, and Skip, I thought he was going to bring them all the way back.
28 in the second half.
I thought he was going to bring them all the way back. But, Skip, if he
Remember, once he hit his first shot, it felt like the sky had fallen on Miami.
It felt like the basket, somebody had took the lid off the basket for him.
Right, finally.
But, Skip, at the end of the day, Kemba's got to play better. We've excused Kemba because they say, well, look who's he playing with in Charlotte. He ain't got nobody in Charlotte, Skip. Okay, so he getting them to the playoffs and they lose in the first round. That's okay. Kemba. You got Jason Tatum. You got Marcus Smart. You got Jaylen Brown and yourself. There's no reason for you guys to be in this position. Miami's good, but you're equally as talented. They're just outplaying you, bruh. They need more from you. Smart didn't shoot the ball well last night, but he did dole out, 11 assists?
Yep.
I'm going to give the Heat credit. The Heat won this ball game because down the stretch, Skip, they made every single play they needed to make to win.
First, to your point about Kemba. How tall do you think Kemba Walker is?
I give him 5'11".
5'11", maybe. He is what he is and what he's not. He's a very good player. I never thought he was a star. He couldn't lift that Charlotte franchise up because he can only do so much at about 5'11".
And we gave him the benefit of the doubt, saying, well, he doesn't sound like they're loaded with talent in Charlotte.
No. But look, he's not Kyrie.
No.
And I know Kyrie self-destructed in Boston and just alienated the whole franchise. I got it. But when in a game like this, if it's Kyrie with the basketball in his hands, you know what's going to happen. They're going to win it. So he's doing the best he can with what he has to work with. He's just not that guy to do that. Jason Tatum can be, and it looked like he was.
Yep.
And I don't know how Boston can shoot it much better in the second half than they shot it last night. Or in the fourth quarter than they shot it last night. They were extraordinary. But to your point, If you turn it over 19 total times and the other team only 8 times,
you're going to lose.
You're giving up so many possessions.
Yes.
And this team, I keep telling you, something special is going on with the Heat.
Yeah.
They will take advantage of your flaws. And I didn't love them in the zone last night because in the second half, Boston picked that zone to pieces. I kept tweeting, you know, no more zone, Spo. Get out of it. He said in his between quarters interview, maybe I'll get out of the zone, but he never did.
Right.
Okay?
Because, Skip, it's hard for him because he got Dragic, Duncan Robinson. Skip, they're not individual cover guys. So you got to try to cover up from. It's not like Dragic is 6'6".
Yep.
And Duncan Robinson is a liability on the defensive end. So you got to try to protect him as much as you possibly can. So that's why they go. That's why they mainly stay zone.
It worked only because of that kid.
It did.
I keep saying this to you. I've been saying it for 2 weeks on the show now. It's been a long, long time since I saw a rookie play at this level of the playoffs with this kind of fearless poise and control. He's completely in control of himself in the situation. He doesn't play out of control. He doesn't play too fast.
Right.
He lets the game sort of come to him, and then he just annihilates the game. He waits. Last night, do you know how many times they got to the end of the clock and they're like, we got nothing here. I got it. Yeah. I'll create something.
He was unbelievable.
Do you know how many end-of-clock shots he hit? Do you know what they used to call Michael Jordan when I covered him in The Last Dance year in 1998? The ultimate bailout guy.
Yes.
That's what he was referred to. Because he would bail you at the clock.
Right.
When in doubt, just give it to 23 and let him just operate and either get to the free throw line or make some shot where you say, how do you do that?
But Skip, that's the Heat. Look at Dragic. How many times did Dragic bail him out with a 3 or a layup at Gordon Hayward got him dead to right. 2 seconds on the clock. He whips around.
He made 2 or 3 big
Yes.
big
That's what they do. You're like, oh, we got him. It's 20, 21, 22. Ah, man. That is so frustrating.
Okay, so to your point, and I'm glad you made this point, in my memory bank, I got to go all the way back to Magic Johnson's rookie year when he stood in for Kareem
Game 6.
in Game 6 at Philly and went, what was it?
42, 15, and 7.
15 and 7. Wow, 42, 15, and 7. Now that's even beyond what Herro did.
He played all 5 positions.
And they won the championship. And my point is, I didn't see this from Bird or Jordan in their rookie years because they didn't get that far in the playoffs.
Right.
Bird lost to the Sixers in 5.
Right.
And he was good. He averaged 14 rebounds in that. I think it was 22 and 14. But, you know, Jordan was very good, but he got swept by the Bucks in his first go-around. And it was like, okay. This is the Eastern Conference Finals swing game. This is it's going to be 2-2 or 3-1. This is make or break.
Yes.
And every shot he shot seemed to save them and fend off another rally from the Celtics, who in the second half just looked like, we got it. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And oftentimes it was Tyler Herro going solo, where he'd just say, okay, I'll figure out.
Skip, he laying the ball up, Skip. He pulling up from time with timeline threes. I mean, clutch jumpers.